You say nice people can't murder?
Yes. No, I'm saying nice people don't scare people just because they're in a dark area.
Nice people can't
Yeah,
murder.
but I've been driving him the complete opposite direction to the station, into a dark area.
Hello, welcome to the Hewman Show. The show where we talk about video games and everything that we find cool. I'm Mike Juilliard, I'm your host, and I'm joined tonight by Joe.
Hey.
The best guest we've ever had. Neil.
Hello.
The worst guest we've ever had. And JJ.
Good evening.
Neil, I wouldn't even class Neil as a guest. Or Joe at this point.
Nice.
Joe, you're all regulars now.
Woo.
So,
family.
I want to start the show by mentioning something. The other night, I was hanging out with a friend of mine who listens to the show. We were at his apartment, and he was giving me some constructive criticism. And he told me that I should never let Neil back on. No, he didn't say that.
I bet he actually said that.
No, he didn't. He said he loved you. He loves everyone, especially Kev. Kev was his favourite. This guy loved Kev the most.
Exist anymore.
Kev doesn't exist anymore. Kev is a fiction of fragment of your imagination.
You've got to let him go.
Gotta let him go. And there was one piece of no, he didn't necessarily give this bit of criticism, but I mentioned that I wanted to make the podcast more general, not just about video games, but just things that nerdy people find cool. And this episode is going to be the last episode that focuses on video games, and next week we're going to also just talk about movies and technology and shit like that more than just video games. How does that sound?
I love
That
shit
sounds
like
good.
that.
I like movies, so I can talk about movies easily.
And maybe every week we can say, we can try and set a movie and everyone that comes on the show can try and watch it before they come on. Do you like that idea, Joe?
Yeah. I'm not a really big movie guy, but that doesn't.
We're going to make you a movie guy, Joe. We're going to make a movie guy out of you.
We're going to make you a movie, Joe. We're going to make you a movie.
You're going to transform me?
Yeah, Neil's a film student, so...
Yeah, I worked on films like, have you ever heard of Avatar?
I'm an actor, Neil. Do you need me?
Well, yeah, we need some more blue men for the Avatar 2.
Great. I will volunteer myself.
You got to apply. I'll send you the audition information after the show.
And the paint isn't
included, you have to buy it
included,
yourself.
Yeah.
And you have to use
The
lead
actor
paint because
okay,
it shines
or do
better.
I need to show?
Basically, you've got to go steal some money from a vehicle so it sprays you in blue ink.
Yeah, Joe actually does have an afro as well. You're aware of that, Neil, right?
Oh yeah, the afro.
But you need a
men are the best.
ponytail. You get
Afro
all the-
blue men are the best.
You need a
Yeah, I
ponytail.
forgot what we call them. It's been a while since the first one.
You need a ponytail so you can elope with a horse thing. With
So
six
you
legs.
are
Okay.
you are James Cameron then, are you, Neil?
Well, no, okay, I assisted him.
I thought you were James Cameron.
Well, no, I was, and then I had to change it.
Okay, well, at the beginning of the show, we talk about news topics that I found over the past week, and I will tell you exactly how many news stories I found over the past hour, and that's one, and then Joe linked me another. So we have 2 news stories. No, we don't talk about news stories first. What the fuck am I talking about?
Who are you?
This whole show is ruined now.
The whole
Stop.
show is ruined. We don't talk about news
Start
first.
again.
What have
The
you
news.
guys... Yes?
We might as well just talk about what games are coming out.
Why would you link me a
Coming out,
video?
next
Neil?
November.
Don't link us
Okay.
videos. We're recording the podcast.
Oh no, but it's relevant.
Well, we'll watch it after the podcast. You
Deal.
can find a link to that video in the on the website on hewlett.net.
We got a website.
I have a website. What the fuck are you talking about? hewlett.net
Didn't know this was a dictatorship.
or mikejuilliard.com.
Well, it is.
It's a dictatorship. We had this conversation, I think, last week.
Is it recent, this website?
I've had hewlett.net for a long time, as well as...
The print screen you uploaded hasn't got me or JJ in it, or Afro.
Yeah, the website itself, I reposted the website. That was just I was just posting. I needed a website for when we set up the TeamSpeak. A requirement is for you to get a non-profit license, which means you're allowed 500 people instead of 30. For you to get a non-profit license, you need a website. Anyway,
We're not making any money off of this.
only off of the TeamSpeak, or actually the podcast as well. I don't make any money. Well, we don't make any money. We don't make any money off. I don't do things for money, Joe. I work for free.
Then
Even
why
his-
am I
even his real job.
here?
What a chump.
What a chump. Yeah,
Wait,
Joe.
I'm not getting paid for this.
I'm afraid you get paid in love.
Oh,
How can you treat James Cameron that way?
I'm one of
mate.
his blue men. Right, at the beginning of the show, we talk about what we've been up to over the past week, mainly in terms of video games, although next week that's going to change. But this week we'll stick to just kind of video games. What's been going on, Joe?
Oh, me first. Okay.
You're the favourite on the show.
Am I? When did that happen?
Never.
As I said, those couple of weeks ago, someone said that you were the best guest we ever had, and then someone said that Kev was the best guest we ever had. So it's kind of contested, but he's not here, so Joe...
Wait, is this
got
the
out.
Kev I'm thinking about? The right Kev?
Kev, the baker's son. Yes, Kev.
Isn't the Kev I know? The director,
Kev, the American Kev.
Minecraft director.
Mr. Minecraft Director's his old YouTube channel, yeah. Janky Kev.
Janky Kev.
Why are we giving him so much publicity? He's not even on the show. YouTube.com/theafrowjow. You can find a link to that on the website as well as in the YouTube description.
Aww.
Anyway, what's been going on, Joe?
I'm playing The Binding of Isaac right now. I just bought it off Steam for $2.99, I think it was. Probably
Beautiful.
cheaper. And it's actually a really fun game.
I'm just happy that you're playing more PC games.
Well,
You say
The
War
Binding of
Thunder.
Isaac isn't
Oh, which player?
But it's on-
too hard on my PC.
Yeah. What was that, Neil and JJ?
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said. You were playing.
Binding
The
of Isaac.
Binding of Isaac.
Where did I get War Thunder from?
I don't know.
That's a very different game. So what is The Binding of Isaac for the people that don't know?
It's a dungeon crawler where you play this naked little boy who's trying to run away from his mother, who hears the devil's voice in her head telling her that, well, not the devil's voice, God's voice, actually. Oh my God, maybe I said something sacrilegious there, but God's voice is telling her Isaac's mom to kill him, so he runs into the basement and he has to crawl through the dungeons to try to escape, but there's all these horrible beasts in there. So that's what the game is about.
That's pretty dark.
It is.
Like, I've never played Binding of Isaac. I have it, and I'm, like, aware of what it is, and I've seen footage of it, but I didn't quite realise the dark premise of it.
I think, like, that was his point. He wanted to make a game like that.
It's like Hey Ya by that band that I forget the name of.
Outcast.
Yeah. That song's really sad if you listen to the lyrics.
Yeah, it's exactly that way.
I just thought I'd make that reference. Like, I discovered that the other day, and my mind was blown.
Shake it.
Yeah, like a Polaroid picture.
Oh, yeah.
They're performing in London, Hyde Park, this summer.
There you go,
Andre
Neil.
3000.
This podcast is brought to you by Outcast.
Aren't they going to be at Glastonbury or something?
Maybe. I
I
keep
thought we
plugging it.
weren't
I'm sorry for
making any
plugging
money
everyone,
off
Michael.
of this.
What are you plugging?
I'm plugging every famous person in a movie and...
Yeah, everyone that you know, you're plugging all your friends, I get it.
Sorry, man, I'm taking advantage of the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, of course, the show is going to make their tickets sell more and their albums sell more.
Mate, you never know.
Outcast is available at Hyde Park near you. So, Binding of Isaac, anything else cool going on, Joe?
Well, I know you guys aren't a fan of JRPGs, but I've been playing Persona 3 again since they announced Persona 5, so I wanted to get into that mood again before it came out.
Nice. Is there a Persona 4?
Yes.
Why did I ask? What a weird question. So what is Persona other than a JRPG? What makes it stand out from other JRPGs?
It's like it is a dungeon crawler as well, so in that sense it's not unique, but the storyline is probably the best I've ever seen in a game, and the ending itself is really good. Probably the best ending to a video game I've ever played. And I've played games like The Last of Us and Mass Effect. I don't know, it's just a game that really hit a personal chord with me, I guess.
Nice. Well, so
in
that's
the game, you attack enemies by shooting yourself in the head.
that doesn't sound very effective.
It is.
Where can someone get Persona 3? Joe, how did you get a hold of Persona 3? Because I know it's an old game.
Game, sell it.
Yeah, I got it for the PS2 when it came out, but you can also get it on the PSN for $19.99. But Atlas right now is having a sale for $9.99.
There you go. There you go. How about you, Neil? What's been going on in Neilville?
Well, okay, well, basically, I played. I forgot the names of the games I played, but I played some games recently. I'll try and think-
Insightful.
No, I'll get you the names in a minute while I talk to you and fill in the gap of me searching for games. Yeah, I've moved back to university.
Oh, you're back at school? Okay.
University.
Over here, it's just school. That's what people say.
Okay, well, I'm not over there. Yeah, right. Basically, how about you let JJ go so I can find the name of these games?
No, I like this.
Yeah, this is good.
Making you
It's
squirm.
entertaining.
It's good content.
This is
Yeah.
so fun.
Okay, JJ, what's been going on with you?
Well, not a lot.
God, every week it's not a lot, JJ.
I
Sort your
know.
life out.
I need a better computer, then I will play more games. And I also need more money so that I don't have to save money. That would help me out a lot.
You have access to every one of my Steam games, and I have like 230.
Yeah, but my PC isn't good enough to run most of them.
Okay. I'm just giving you shit because you're not playing my games.
Sospro. GTA 5, I've started playing again. I'm starting to play races so I can upgrade my cars more.
Yeah, I used to play the races a lot. I love the races.
Right, but they're a lot of fun because now you've got the player content.
Oh, really?
Rockstar certified, is that what it's called?
No idea.
There's a lot of the most jumps in.
That's
like
pretty
that.
cool. That's pretty
But
cool.
yeah, they are quite fun.
I might
And-
give it a whirl before I sell my PS3.
Yeah, you should.
What are you playing GTA 5 on, JJ?
A PlayStation 3.
We need to trade PSN names after this.
Ooh. Okay.
Can I bet that Joe's is the Afro Joe?
You would be wrong.
Whoa! I looked at one of
It's-
your old. I looked at one of your old YouTube videos, and in the description it links to a Twitter account that's not yours. It says, "This is my Twitter."
On mine?
Yeah, the only difference is you just didn't put the. You just put twitter.com/AfroJoe, and that's not your Twitter.
Oh yeah, that's also my PSN.
There you go. There's no the.
Ah. I think. Oh, okay. But apart from that, we played. What did we play? Trackmania again.
We played some Trackmania. Fantastic game to kill a bit of time.
Yeah. But actually, I think I probably play iOS games more, which is
Really?
bad. No, probably not more. Actually, no. That's a
Flappy Bird.
Fappy
No,
Bird.
fuck that game.
What's your high score?
N.
N?
10.
10.
N.
10. Oh, 100, 101, mate.
Oh,
101.
Adam.
101, Neil. Go outside. Fuck.
What? Do you know the game?
I'm aware of it. It's the helicopter game.
But
So is
you're a
Flappy Bird free?
It is.
It's also got like in-game purchases, as far as I'm aware.
Does it?
Does it?
I would assume it would. How else are they going to make money?
Adverts.
They've got adverts. They've got adverts at the top.
Oh. Okay.
Been playing this afternoon. I downloaded a game called Quiz Up.
Let me guess. It's a quiz.
It chooses, you choose a topic. I'm owning at the Big Bang Theory topic. I'm level 10 on that.
Of course you are.
There's a Minecraft topic which I'm level 7 on. Star Wars which I'm level 3. Logos, The Simpsons. There's an online slang one.
That's pretty cool.
Video games, Name the Celebrity, Skyrim, electronic music. I'm not doing very well on that one. General knowledge, and then like
Okay.
all different
So
genres of
JJ
films.
is our mobile correspondent.
Yeah, why not? But it's fun. I like it.
Sounds good. That was free, was it?
Indeed.
Nice. The Android marketplace is just oversaturated with bullshit because it's a lot easier to get a game on Android than it is to get one on iOS.
Yes.
But so only GTA and some mobile games for you in Trackmania.
Basically. I think
Basically.
That is literally it.
Bit boring. You're a bit boring.
I am.
You're quite boring, dude.
How about
Yeah.
you, Neil?
Oh well, thanks for coming to me. I play Flappy Bird as we just discussed, and I got an extremely high score by my standards and by standards of many other people. So I
That's all
challenge
right.
anyone to beat me on that. You know, it might take you a while because
Now I have
you're
to
not
get
as
it because
skilled
you
as me.
challenged me.
Yeah, that will be our weekly challenge. Now we have to beat.
Okay,
you
yeah,
next
next week. Yeah, all four of us next week will have to discuss. We'll have to get Flappy Bird, including you, JJ.
Oh, I've just deleted it.
Get it again.
Oh,
Your challenge is to beat 101.
that's impossible. I only got 10. I played it for like an hour.
Do you reckon I can? Do you reckon I can play this at the gym? Like, do you reckon that'll be doable?
Or what, you cycling?
No,
It's like on the exercise bike playing.
You might
no
be able
way
to-
is it. Actually, no. If
Yeah.
you're just sitting there, yeah, definitely.
I'll give that a go. And then that doubles what I did, right? Because I'm better because I'm exercising.
Someone linked me to 3 browser games the other day.
Okay.
And they were just small games to play, but they were very fun. They were made by indie people. And one of the games was called, oh my god, where is the name? Oh yeah, it was called Hello Run, and it was a game where you just literally have to use the up and down arrows to go up and down so you don't get hit the obstacles. But you did it to music, and the music made it more fun. And the idea was you just want to keep beating your score
What
repeatedly.
music is there?
It was music by Dutonk.
I'm playing Flappy Bird and I can't get past the first one.
Oh, it's such a shit game. I'm
Right,
playing now
it's
as
fine
well.
if you want to interrupt what I'm saying. That's absolutely fine.
It's just a helicopter game, isn't it?
But you don't hold
worse.
down though.
It's all right, Neil.
The
And
other
the
Sorry,
game
Neil,
I
go on.
actually.
The collision detection is off. It's wrong.
Yeah,
You need
it
to
is very
fix it.
much.
Why is it wrong?
You know, I haven't hit these pipes many times, and it's just suddenly come up saying game over.
I think
Carry
you
on.
guys are wrong.
Carry on, sorry, Neil.
I played a game
sorry,
called
Neil.
the Super Hot Game, which I have linked to you, and
Super hot.
Super hot.
Super hot.
Have you played
Super
it?
hot. Yeah, I played it a long time ago. It's a fantastic game.
oh fuck it,
It's
well then.
good.
They're working on a full version of it.
That was a really fun game, and I really enjoyed that one. And then there was one by Notch called Shambles.
Played it.
Okay, well I guess I'm a bit slow.
You can find the links to all these games on the website hewlett.net as well as in the YouTube description.
Also, you know the Habbo Hotel game?
No? What is that?
Well,
Yeah.
today I sold 100 gold bars on it for 120 British pounds.
Wow, that's pretty good.
It is. I got real money for it. Real money.
Have a hotel.
It's
that
like
takes me back
Bitcoins.
like 15 years ago.
Still getting real money for it.
It's
So
crazy,
how did
isn't
you
it?
get these bars?
Well, Neil and I
I
used
had
to play the
a
game
piece of furniture on
religiously.
it, which was fairly valuable, and I found out. Well, I don't know. I think they gave it to me by mistake because I got hacked once, and the moderator issued me the items, and I think
Right.
that because like no one knows how people got them. There's only 7 in the hotel, so I think that I had a portal or something, and she gave me the wrong coloured one.
Okay.
Anyway, I went on, and it was worth a lot, so I sold it for gold bars, and then in turn I got 300 gold bars for it. I already sold 100 for 120, and then today I sold another 100 for 120 pounds. And I've still got another bit left.
Hey Neil, so we were talking about how you should come to visit Canada.
Yeah.
Well, no,
And JJ
basically,
does.
I might be able to. Like, I'm waiting. I'm getting a large amount of money, but it hasn't come in yet, and I don't know when it's coming in. I'm waiting for it to arrive, and when that money arrives, then I will
In the
be
post.
able to. It will be a bank transfer, but they haven't asked my bank details yet, and I'm waiting for them to do it.
Is it a Nigerian prince?
It is not, but it's an inheritance.
It's an inheritance. He needs you to help him release some funds or something.
But yeah, I'm either going to Canada or going to Amsterdam.
I wonder
Well,
which
no-
one sounds better.
No brainer.
Canada sounds better. Amsterdam
Well,
actually sounds fun. I would love to go to Amsterdam.
It's just as many drugs in.
But it's just all
Canada
about
as there
people
is in
smoking
Amsterdam.
weed, and I mean, I don't know if Neil. I don't know if Neil does that, but
I don't, but I'm not going to lie. If I went to Amsterdam, I would definitely try it.
it's big here.
I know, dude. A Canadian I was speaking to, he showed me a website that he orders from, and they deliver it to his house.
Yeah, it's like Silk Road,
No, it's like you can access it from your browser, normal browser.
just a website, just a normal website, not a tour
Yeah,
network thing.
although I did go on Silk Road, and it was brilliant.
I've always wanted to install
Just download Tor, man.
yeah, but I don't see a point, and I know that if for some reason the police came into my apartment and had to look at my computer for some weird reason,
It's not illegal to on the website.
yeah, but the idea of having a Tor like browser on my PC is nothing but incriminating in like a lot of
I
ways.
use it to hide my IP address and to access sites that I can't because of my IP.
Fair enough. Probably
Like,
download it
I
for
had
shits and
Tor.
gigs.
When I found out about Silk Road, it goes, you need to use a Tor browser. I was like, oh, I've already got Tor.
Tor browser download.
It's just really easy to download, man.
Download Tor browser.
How did you get 101 in Flappy Bird? It's so hard.
How many? What's your highest, then, Joe?
Well, I just tried now and I got a 4.
Yeah, it's impossible, isn't it? It's the worst game ever.
Speaking of
Would you
Tor
like to find that
networks-
website I was telling you about?
No, I don't intend on buying any marijuana.
No, but I just want to see how open they are and everything.
This game is shenanigans.
Well, I'm not going to say the name of this website. I'm not going to endorse a website that sells pot.
Mate, best price,
The-
best service.
The link will be on hewlett.net.
It won't be. It won't be. Officer, stop listening, please, officer. NSA, how are you?
Good evening.
Order now. Right, let's look at this instructions.
So,
Let's stop buying
Podcast.
weed online.
what happens now? What have you been playing?
I
Bro?
haven't played
Michael's
anything.
turn.
I have not played anything.
Nothing at all.
Wow.
Since Wednesday last week, I have not played a damn game.
You're so boring.
I've had a really fucking busy week this week, though. Like, this week has been cool. Cool. It's been
Not really
interesting. Ups and downs.
Eventful.
And then late last week, I just didn't play anything. I just didn't play anything.
No.
Why are you even here?
Yeah.
Okay, so Joe is the new host.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Afro Jow Show.
Yafrao Jiao Shao.
Ciao. That's
Clever.
good.
That's great, actually.
What do you have to do
Anyway.
on Shambles, by the way?
Sorry?
On Shambles, what do you have to do?
I don't know. I said I
I
played it,
only
but
played it and ran around for ages. I never understood the game.
I'm re-downloading it now because he uploads loads of games. Like, if you follow him on Twitter, he just always uploads new games.
Oh, there's zombies. That's what it is.
What's
Oh,
Shambles?
is it the zombie one? It's a game made by Notch. Just a little... He started... For a period of time, he was messing around with the Unity game engine.
Oh, right.
And he was just making games with it and releasing them on his website. And Shambles is one of them. We've all gone quiet.
What happened?
I don't know, the website just isn't loading for me. The Shambles website. Anyway, this next part of the show
News?
is where we talk about
News?
news
News?
in
News.
the gaming world. This next part of the show is where we talk about news in the gaming world, things that we find cool to be happening.
Start us off. Host?
Neil, you're going to have to do the jingle because I do not have it on my PC still.
Okay, hold on.
My buddy Jeremy is actually working on a new jingle for us, he said. A new news jingle.
Oh, that's cool.
Why? You're getting rid of mine?
Maybe he's remixing it now.
He's not remixing. He's writing his own and singing his own. But I don't actually have the recording of yours on my PC anymore.
Okay, well, are you ready?
Yes.
Do. The news.
That's good.
Fantastic.
I like-
Just what we needed. So I only have two news topics. I only have two news topics this week because I'm a retard. I've barely used my PC over the past week, so I haven't had a chance to look at news. Barely even browsed Reddit. What's wrong with me?
Whoa. Have you never heard of a mobile?
My first piece of news is Bioshock Infinite DLC Episode 2 of Buried at Sea, that rhymed, has a release date. That's it.
What is it?
The release date is March 25th. I'm excited for that.
Ooh.
There you go.
What game? Sorry, what game was that?
Bioshock Infinite DLC, Buried at Sea, Episode 2.
Ah,
And the developer said it will last at least 6 hours, which is a good amount of time for a DLC.
Definitely.
How
That
much is
good.
it?
I don't know. I have the season pass. Let me check.
So, you think season passes are a good idea?
I think when it's a game like Bioshock Infinite, which is one of the best games I've ever played, yeah. Burial at Sea Episode 1 is $15, so I can only assume Episode 2 will be the same price.
Probably, yeah.
Season Pass is $20. It gets you all of the DLCs.
Does DLC ever go down in price on the PlayStation?
On the PlayStation, I don't know. I've never bought DLC on the PlayStation.
I've never bought. I don't even buy DLC.
You're going to buy the Last of Us DLC, I bet.
I probably will do, like at some point, but not near future. Not near
Bear with me a
future.
second. I've just got to put some tin foil over my pasta.
I just got to put a tinfoil hat on. I'll be back in a sec.
Because I want to buy the DLC for Mass Effect 3, but at the price it is now, it's going to be more expensive than the game is.
Oh really?
That's insane.
Because like the actual game prices go down, but the DLC
Oh.
prices stay the same.
That's
bad.
why I like PC gaming. It's just everything is just so cheap gaming wise.
Yeah.
The actual hardware itself is more expensive, but the games are dirt cheap. And you can't resell your games, which I hate doing, but I always end up doing when I have a hard copy of a game.
I've done that for a while.
I prefer having a physical copy over digital anyways.
Yeah, I can understand why. I was with someone yesterday hanging out, and they bought CDs. They went to the store and bought some CDs.
Or like music CDs.
Yeah. They just burst out in laughter. I was like, you realise it's 2014, right?
I did buy. I did buy CDs last year.
CDs. I haven't bought a CD in like 6 years.
But see, I drive my car, which has a CD player, which is just easier than like selecting the album on your MP3 player or whatever.
As I say, don't you have an aux in on your computer, on your car?
My computer, I do. But it's awkward.
I'd rather use my phone.
Yeah. My phone doesn't work, so I have to have a separate MP3 player. Well, it does work.
Your aux doesn't work, does it?
Yeah, it's meffed.
It's fucking meffed up.
I've never used that word in my life. I don't think anyone's ever used that word.
Meffed, I don't think is a word. I think you meant messed.
Meffed. Or methed.
Meffed.
As in like...
Drugged.
Yes.
Oh, I have
I'm looking
more
it up on it.
gaming news.
I'm back.
More gaming news by Joe.
I got a 6 in Flappy Bird.
Well, congratulations.
That's definitely a world record.
Thanks.
I can get more than that in one go.
Well, hopefully you can.
shut up.
Joe could... that's Joe's intention is to now get more of that in one go.
Yeah, I will do it.
Come on, 101, everyone. Come on.
And
I
now,
got it.
another news story that Joe linked me to. Nintendo merger and acquisition of a company called Option.
So it was our only option, to be honest.
What is Option?
Don't know.
Joe? Stop playing Flappy Bird and fill us in here.
I have no idea, actually. I just know Nintendo was thinking that their company wasn't doing so well, so they want to, try to find other options here and there.
So they bought an Option.
Ba-boom.
Oh, merger and acquisition is an option.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, I feel like an idiot. I misread that headline totally. I thought they had merged and acquired a company called Option.
No, they're looking for options.
So that it's almost like they're saying, hey, Apple, if you want a video game company, not necessarily Apple, Apple's a bad...
so.
I was just trying to think of a massive company that don't actually make video game hardware.
Oh, for fuck's sake, 47.
How did you get 47? I can't get one, and you're getting 47.
It's all about the skill, man.
How long have you spent playing
You
this
jump,
game,
you have to just you have to press it. Just
How
about,
long
just before
have
he's about
you
to hit the thing.
spent playing this game, Neil?
No, it doesn't tell you the hours, mate.
But how long do you think?
I got it on Monday, I think it was.
How
You're
many hours a
insane.
day?
Even
I'll play it
saying
whenever I'm
I've spent an hour playing this game is a lot of time for Flappy
Yeah.
Bird.
Yep.
I spent like 3 hours probably on it. Maybe more.
So if you are a billionaire that wants to buy Nintendo, well,
Go for it.
they might be up for sale for the right price.
I heard that they were going to start developing mobile apps, like
I
mobile
don't think they would.
games.
I don't think they would do that.
No?
No,
I think
they have the
said they were
leading.
going to put their demos on mobile, but
Yeah,
not
I
on full
heard demos,
games.
but I don't think they would actually develop full games for mobile apps because that would kind of kill the
Yeah,
essence.
yeah, I suppose.
Their leading thing is mobile hardware.
Like, I think it makes sense.
Releasing full games on iOS and stuff?
Oh, no, not for Nintendo.
No. No. Okay. So moving on.
Well, no, I've got a story here.
I was going to say moving on to another news story if anyone has one. Let me
Well,
finish what I was
I
going to
have-
say.
I've got one here.
Okay.
Remember I talked about Hawken?
It's being
Whenever
released on
we-
Steam.
Whenever we met. Oh, yeah.
I didn't think that was news really. I was just like,
Yeah.
a new game is coming out on Steam.
But they're making people. I don't know if they do this much, but they're making people. They're making people move to Steam, so you have to have a Steam account to play
Yeah,
it.
a lot of games do that when they get
They
accepted to Steam.
do that.
A lot
Okay.
of games do.
So you have to reinstall it and everything.
They won't have to reinstall it. Steam
what
will
it says
probably
here.
just. They will have to, will they? There you go. Sometimes they don't have to. Sometimes Steam, the developer sets the path that the files get installed to, so they could just set
Well-
Steam's.
Players will have to re-download and reinstall game within Steam.
There you go. Okay, that sucks.
I'm glad I don't have Hawken for 2 reasons.
Why?
Because you don't like it as well.
Yeah, so I'd have to re-download it. In other news, meth isn't in the Urban Dictionary.
Meth?
Meth.
Meth.
How are you spelling meth?
M-E-F. M-E-T-H-E-D.
Okay, I would thought you was MEFFED. That's what I thought you were saying.
That's what I did say.
Oh,
You think it's 2 Fs?
I was saying 2 Fs.
Oh, meft is a combination of the words messed and fucked up. How does that even work?
Nice.
That's great.
Go check your friend. He seems a little meffed up.
That's good. I like that.
I think I'm going to use that from now on.
Yeah, me too. Totally.
Meffed.
You heard it here first.
Let's go get meffed up.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Inventing new words, even though we actually didn't invent it because it already existed if it's on our dictionary. This is the shortest episode so far. We need something to fill.
If I were to ask you to make up a word right now, what would you say?
Growler.
Growler?
Yeah.
How about you, JJ?
I'm like in a slonk. That's how I have to say it as well. Slonk.
Slonk.
Beautiful.
There's an N in there somewhere.
How about you, Neil? Make up a word. Go. This is what the podcast has become.
Shingle
It's
Yark.
the Flappy Bird edition.
Yeah, Flappy Bird edition. Sorry, Neil?
Shingle Yark.
Shingle Yark. It's
That's
kind of
good.
feeling the sh noise, aren't we?
Yeah.
Fine. Hingle Yark.
Kind of like in the Yark, aren't we?
Hingle Park.
You still ended with arc.
Still
Hidden in the pack.
Anyway. Let's find something worth talking about. Because the show's only been going for half an hour.
Humble Bundle. They had a new Humble Bundle with
There's a new Humble weekly bundle.
Civ 3
Sid Meier's games.
was there a lot.
Looks alright.
Yeah, I won't be buying it. I don't really get Civ 5, so...
A mod for Far Cry. There's a DayZ clone that's coming out. That's always fun.
World of Tanks on Xbox 360?
That's not news. That's old news.
Are you guys
Oh.
playing the standalone DayZ title?
I rarely play it, but I do own it, and it's not very good. But of course, it is in early access.
Okay, I have a question. What do you guys think about all this early access stuff? Like, it's never happened before, but now it's really popular.
Very prevalent. I'll let you guys go first, and I'll give my thoughts.
Sorry, what was the question?
What do you think of early access content? Like, it's become so prevalent.
Oh.
What are your feelings of it? I think we touched on this a few weeks ago, but it wouldn't hurt to
Yeah.
talk about it a bit more.
I don't really participate in it that much, but I guess it's good. No, it's not. I don't think it's a good idea. No.
Okay.
It's if your game's not finished, don't let people play it because they're just going to moan about it.
Like,
But-
some games have been in beta for over 2 years and no sign of coming out of it.
No,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Minecraft was the best example of this, though. Like, it
I
worked
suppose.
so well in terms of how that model
Well-
affects development.
But it still isn't finished, so
Minecraft is inverted commas finished. Like, it's a gold game.
Yeah.
They could stop developing it now and they would have no quarrels. But yeah, well, I mean, the problem is early access. A lot of these games are coming out completely not even close to finished, and a lot of them not even close to playable. DayZ is severely lacking content, but people are so into that game and into that new genre. Same with Rust, that they don't mind the lack of content because they're happy to do the same thing over and over again, which is very boring.
yeah.
Rust is very boring.
Rust, on your own, Rust and DayZ are super boring, and with other people they can be a bit fun, but still are a bit boring. Because there's just a lack of content, you know? Like, Rust, it takes you quite a while to get on your feet, and when you're on your feet, that's it.
That's it.
There's
you've
nothing
done
to
it.
do. Same with DayZ. Once you get a few guns, you've got nothing else to do. There's only like 3 guns in the game.
Really?
Yeah, because it's in early access, so they've just got no content in, and they have no worries about, having to complain about. People complaining about the lack of content because it's completely justified, allegedly justified, because it's in alpha. Now, as much as I dislike that games are being released in a completely unfinished state and almost unplayable, you have to realise that without early access, most of these games wouldn't even be possible. There's so many new games
I
coming out
suppose.
which are really promising. A lot of indie titles coming out that just wouldn't be makeable without early access because these developers don't have publishers behind them to throw money towards their project. Early access is better for the developer in a lot of ways, but I think for the consumer it's a bad thing.
Yes.
I've bought a few games in early access. I kind of regret buying DayZ, but I know it's going to go up in price. I know I'm going to want it later on. Same with Rust.
Deadlinger?
The Deadlinger was my biggest quarrel, mainly because we bought it for $30 and then 6 months later it went down to $20 because no one was buying it because it was so
Yeah.
bad.
Oh.
And it's still in development, and it's like every time they release a dev video I watch it. I feel so bad for bitching about this game because a couple other podcasts that I listen to bitch about it as well. And it makes me feel really bad because, like, if they listen to, I mean, they're not going to listen to this podcast, but if they listen to, the Mindcrack podcast or whatever, where they often refer to it as the worst game ever released, and I think I would just feel so bad if I was that developer. But the game is just, naff. Like, it's just, what is going on?
It's a bit meffed, isn't it?
Bit meffed. Fucking meffed, son. I remember I raged.
Nice one, JJ.
Good job, yeah. I felt like a right dick. I was on Reddit, and I was on the R Games subreddit, and someone commented something about indie games, and then the developer for the Deadlinger replied saying something like, oh yeah, that game's selling like 1 million. It was like some really fucking. It was Cube World. Someone talked about Cube World, and and someone was like, Cube World just sold like 1 million copies. It's fucking insane. And then the developer for the Deadlinger replied, meanwhile, my game's selling about 8 copies a day. And I replied to him saying, it's because your game fucking sucks.
So what is this game?
It's a zombie survival game. It's similar to DayZ, but it was actually the early ideas of it were released before DayZ was. So like a lot of people are worried that it's just a rip-off of DayZ, but it's not because it came out before DayZ.
It didn't come out, but the idea
It
was
can
there
come up.
before.
The idea was there, the concept. But what makes it different to things like DayZ is it's procedurally generated. No two maps are the same, and it is endless, similar to Minecraft. But it's not like cubes and stuff. It is all, you know, rolling hills and real, like real as their terrain looks. And, you know, they're planning on adding cars that you could, like vehicles you can modify, and just modification, you can build little buildings and stuff. It's good. It reminds me a lot of Gmod in certain ways the game plays, other than the fact that it's just not a good game.
It's not great. Well, not yet. Maybe, like,
Yeah, my fingers are
2020?
crossed. My fingers are crossed that they do actually do something good with it. And the thing is that we're giving DayZ so much leeway. Like, this game came out, what? A year and a half ago. Fucking hell, a year and a half? Fuck it, it's done. No hope.
what's this, DayZ?
Deadlinger came out a year and a half ago.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, in a year and a half, that's when they plan to have DayZ released as a full game. A year and a half to 2 years.
Oh, right.
But I was going to say, you know, so if they get 2 years, then the Deadlinger should at least get 2 years. Wait a sec. They've had a year and a half in the game I don't feel has changed much at all.
No.
That sucks.
Absolutely. God, little rant there about alpha games. Good for the developer, bad for the consumer.
$20 now?
I will look on Steam. Last I checked, it went down to 20. But hey, I got a pre-order gas
we got
mask.
DLC, didn't we? Well, yeah. Not DLC.
How?
Extra.
When we bought the
Pre-ordering.
game before it came out, if you bought it from their website when it was an exclusive to their website, you got a gas mask.
Do we still get that?
We get
don't know
it
if
like
I've
when
got
they
the code.
implement it.
Which could be...
Actually, looking at pictures on the Steam website, it looks better now.
Oh, really?
With the graphics that do look a lot better.
Yeah, but that's going to be the pictures that they found that they've...
It is
not
$20
gonna-
on Steam.
Yeah.
Or you can buy 4 copies for $60.
Yay.
Do you know what that is? That means you get one free.
Yeah, I'm aware. I wouldn't pick it up if I were you. If anyone wants to play it on the podcast, not random people listening, I'm sorry. I'll give you my Steam deets and you can log in and play it on my account.
It's very trusting.
Well, no one here is gonna. What are you gonna do with my Steam details?
I mean, we don't even know Afro Joe.
Joe,
Yeah,
if you
he
want my
is
Steam
right.
details, you're more than welcome.
Or Joe, whatever you make from the account, can I have half?
How can you make money from
Because
Steam?
he'd sell my Steam account, at which point I then email Valve and go, someone hacked my Steam account and sold it, can I get it back? And then I get it back.
We'll get the money because we'll sell it. Let us sell it to someone first.
For how much?
50.
There's a website where you can actually value your Steam account. Let me do that.
How?
Yeah, mine
How about-
is $2.59.
Where'd you do it?
Yeah, one game. My Steam gauge. Let me send it to you.
There are quite a few of those websites, are there not? There's more than one, anyway.
I think so.
I don't think mine will be that much.
Steam
How
gauge
many
is
games you
working.
got?
Please wait. I have.
Like 500 games.
I have
I don't know
219.
what my ideas.
My Steam account is worth. It doesn't fucking say. Why does this website not say? Oh, I might say at the bottom. We'll go all the way to the bottom.
Error.
My account is worth $3,176.
You serious?
Yeah.
You spent a lot on that game. that
Wow.
account.
No amount of Habbo Hotel Gold will help you here.
Yeah, no, you can't buy it from me with Habbo Gold. I'm sorry.
Why is it telling Steam that my IP's from Nottingham?
Probably because you got some kind of thing.
Nice. Mine is worth $4.99.
Nice. You can find the link to Steam Gorge.
Gouge. Steam Gouge.
on Hewlett.net or in the YouTube description.
Go to the Steam Gouge.
No, yeah, okay. Well, at the end of the show,
Whoa, hey. we
Well,
haven't
we're
finished
just
the
kind of fucking.
news.
What?
The news, I've got more news.
You've got what? Tell us about your news, you silly pleb.
There was this thing that happened on Sunday. I don't know if you heard about it. I think it
The
was
Superb
on TV.
Owl.
The Super Bowl.
That is gaming. Who here watched the Super Bowl, or am I the only one?
I did.
I did not.
I thought it was an amazing game. I randomly picked a team and it was a better team, so I was like, woo.
It was an amazing game because your team won.
My Steam is valued at $1,400.
Not bad, bro.
No, dollar. What? So is that more than yours?
Mine was $3,000.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, mine beats Afro.
What's yours?
670.
How much memory does yours require?
282 gigs.
I closed mine, but let me open it again. Let me do it again.
0.1.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But Neil,
Sorry.
you thought it was a good game.
What?
The Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I didn't. It was terrible.
Watch it.
Sorry? I was like
Did you watch
rooting
it?
for the Seahawks. Yeah, I watched
Why
it.
didn't you like it?
Because it was like boring.
Not much
The
happened.
fucking Broncos were just doing so bad. It was like they may as well just.
It was hilarious, man. Every time, like,
time.
it was fun to watch, like seeing them get like dominating.
Just quick, my Steam library is 1,212 gigabytes.
Go.
What's
So
your
Wow.
1.2 terabytes.
Double mine.
It's also about double the worth, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Wait, so should I sell my account?
You won't be able to sell it. No one's going to buy your Steam account.
Wow.
Yeah, fuck you.
The game I played the most is Rust, apparently.
Okay, how do I figure that out?
It says it's in order on that website.
Oh, it's in order of games you played the most. Oh, Prison Architect, Elder Scrolls 5, Gary's Mod.
Skyrim was top for me. And then Armour.
There's a lot of games I've never even played.
Oh, I don't even know how many games I
I
have.
never played Dead Island. I never played Hitman. I never played Borderlands 2.
I think it'd be easier for me to count the games I have played than the ones I haven't. I wish there was a number next to them so I could.
No, Armour is the most played. 103 hours I've played on that.
Counting my games 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I'm not going to count them all, but there's way more than half I haven't played. Way more.
I played
like
Condition Zero more than 3 hours. Because I used to
I've
play
played
Roman and Andy.
3. A third of my games I've played. 2/3 I haven't. Condition Zero. Yeah, but that when we used to play years ago, the Steam like timer that you used to count how many hours we played games when we used to play Condition Zero, it used to not work very well at all.
What's your most played hours? Like hours wise, what's the number?
87.
87.
Yeah, Prison Architect 87.
I've got 80 for Rust.
103 for Armour.
Yeah, we played a lot of Armour. 6.
Yeah.
We played a lot of Armour, but I didn't have Armour through Steam for the longest time.
Oh, yeah.
I bought it through Amazon.
I spent 545 hours playing my games.
I spent 539.
Ooh.
I spent 268.
I spent 6.
Amazing.
Do you not use Steam?
He's not a PC gamer.
Ah.
Anyway, at the end of the show, we talk about... Why am I speaking so slowly? I've done that several times. At the end of the show, we talk about if upcoming releases over the next week or so that we are interested in. My cat is meowing a lot.
A lot.
And now he's clawing at my chair. Just links you guys the schedule for video game releases over the next couple of weeks.
I'm not going to bother trying to find the one that I always try and find because it's bullshit anyway.
So
The
what
Wolf
is it
Among
today?
Us.
It's the
What is
5th.
that?
What?
What is The Wolf Among Us?
The Wolf Among Us is a Telltale Games point and click adventure game.
Like The Walking Dead?
But just a different story, yeah.
So it's yeah. That's not the full title then, because you always have to say
The Wolf Among Us Telltale Game. Telltale Games is the Wolf Among Us point and click adventure game.
yeah. That should be the title.
Yeah, I actually need to play Telltale Games is The Walking Dead Series 2, Episode 1 point-and-click adventure game. I haven't played that yet.
Wait, is are they making a Game of Thrones point and click game?
Yep.
Yes. What's that going to be called?
Telltale Games is Game of Thrones Series 1, Episode 1 point-and-click adventure type game
Can't wait for that.
where everybody dies, including Sean Bean.
Yeah.
Because he always dies in every movie.
No, Sean Bean.
Sean Bean.
So that was a spoiler if anyone hasn't watched Game of Thrones. I've never
doesn't
watched
die.
it, but I know he does die.
No, he doesn't.
He's Sean Bean. He dies in everything he's in.
Name one other thing he's died in.
James Bond
Who does he play in James Bond?
plays the bad guy in Goldeneye.
Does he really?
Yeah.
No, not Sean Bean.
Another movie he died in, I watched a couple of years ago. It's a fantastic film. He gets back from Afghanistan and finds out his wife's cheating on him, and he goes on some weird rampage and kills loads of people.
Oh.
The porn block threatens the UK games firms.
Go on, tell us more.
Well, basically, I just closed the web page on, so let me just reopen it.
I've heard they're actually thinking about getting rid of the porn block.
I think it's pointless having it on.
You and your Tor browser, you don't need to care.
Yeah, basically, UK game
Think of all the porn
execs-
you can get on your Tor browser, Neil.
UK
Think of
games
it.
execs have expressed concerns over reports that game downloads are being inadvertently blocked as part of a UK crackdown on porn.
Well, yeah,
Basically.
the governor basically said, like, throttle what you want if you think it's porn. So the developers can, the ISPs can easily just go, yeah, this game is, like, people are downloading things through Steam and it's using a lot of our bandwidth. Let's kind of throttle it and say that we thought it was porn.
Well, basically, I think they need to stop.
I heard something, but I don't quite know if it was true or not, that they were thinking about getting rid of it because it wasn't as effective as they thought.
Well, I didn't even notice they had put it on.
There you go. Because you use your Tor network, because the kind of porn you want is
Well, no,
only
because
with the deep web.
they're only blocking people who are new to the services. Like, they're not
Really?
blocking existing
So
customers.
you didn't have to have the awkward conversation with your mum and dad and ask them
Actually,
to-
sorry, it was down to the ISP whether they blocked initial existing customers or only started blocking the new ones.
If
And I
they'd
think
blocked your house... See, I would never ask JJ this question, because we were having this conversation the other day, me and JJ, about how we don't have this kind of relationship, but you and I do, Neil. So, if they had blocked porn at your house, would you have asked your parents to call them up?
I'd have said to my mum, Mum, I can't access my William Hill account. Can you get them to unblock the adult content?
Oh, smart. For those
She
who don't
knows-
know,
she knows
William
I do
Hill is
bet
a
on William Hill now,
betting
so-
website, betting on sports and stuff.
Smart.
Did you-
Smart.
Did you put any money on the Superb Owl?
No.
You should have put some money on the Seahawks. if you
I
support
used to only bet on... Wait, who were the favourites that game?
The Broncos were, they had the best offense, and Peyton Manning is, his dad was a Super Bowl champion, his brother
Oh, he
won the
did
Super Bowl
shit.
twice. He did shit, yeah. That's what was funny is
When
that,
they scored the first two, it was hilarious. Look at his face in slow motion.
absolutely,
He's like, no.
it was such a funny game watching them completely fuck up. I was with a guy at work, this guy was a Broncos fan, so I decided I was going to support the Seahawks, and he just kept saying, before the game started, he was like, "Oh yeah, the Broncos have like the best offense in the league, so I think we're going to be fine." And then, like towards the end of the second quarter, he was like, "Yeah, but they're a second half team. Believe me, the second half of the game, we're going to come back." And
They
then
did score in the second half.
I think it was like the third quarter they got a touchdown, and then they do a 2-point conversion, and that leaves it at like 28-8 or something. And I was like, "Oh, that's not bad." And then he replied, he was like, yeah, that's it. That's the start. We're going to come back. And then, like, the Seahawks scored, like, 2 more touchdowns and got, like, a 2-point conversion and a field goal or something.
But they were scoring touchdowns from the other side of the pitch.
Yeah, they were doing fucking insane. The Broncos defense was just
They would, like, when the guy would get attacked, they would just throw the person off. It was like, oh.
insane, the stuff.
It makes me want to get into it, but then by the time it's on next year, I'll forget how the rules are and I'll have to learn it again.
I've recently downloaded a BBC News app, which has
Yeah, we didn't ask.
Oh, I was talking about
Wow.
American football. They have American
Holy
football.
fuck. was at the gym the other day and Behind Enemy Lines was on the TV. I don't know why I'm telling you that. I just really suddenly felt like I needed to tell you.
Don't worry, JJ. That wouldn't happen on the Afro Jow Show.
No.
You hear that, Mike? He's starting up a competitive show.
Absolutely, and I welcome it.
Do you want to be a
Competition's
guest?
good.
Do you want to be a guest on Afro Jow Show?
If you don't mind.
Everyone here
I can see my breath in front of me. That's how cold it is tomorrow.
That's fucked up, man. Student accommodation sucks.
I'm really hot.
Fuck
Come
you.
to mention it, this friend's house where I was at last night, I was shivering because it was so cold.
I went to stay with Charlie's girlfriend up in London, and I was on the floor, and I woke up with the window open. I had no duvet on. I woke up shivering, like I was literally like.
That's why I was offered to sleep on the couch in this person's house, but it was so cold that I decided I got the bus home at 6 a.m. instead.
Why were you there at 6 a.m?
You know, I was just hanging out. I work like evenings, so like the night time is often when I end up hanging out with people.
I don't know. I really want to come to Canada.
Do
How much notice do you want from me?
you could, as long as
The day
JJ and
before.
Anna don't mind? Yeah, as long as JJ and Anna don't mind, then you could fucking tell me the day before.
Well, I mean, I'm not going with them, so I mean,
As I say, you're not flying necessarily with them. Let's say that you suddenly turned around and said that you wanted to come but couldn't come when they came, then I'd want as much notice as possible when you do come. But if you're coming when JJ, I'm going to be off work when JJ and Anna come to visit, so I don't care too much.
can you Facebook me the dates so that I can just keep referring to Facebook to get the dates whenever I forget?
Yeah,
I
I'll message-
can.
JJ, I'll message them to you now.
I just realised we're talking about this on the podcast.
Yeah, you
Whatever.
Get this out. It's fine.
Whatever. Then we can go to where I work and you can meet Jeremy. JJ's Jeremy's biggest fan. I keep saying that, but I have no reason to say that. Jeremy makes
what?
rap music about video games now. I'll link you to that.
Really?
So,
Yeah, it's
party
pretty
at
cool.
Michael's house?
Yeah, party at Michael's house. Joe's coming as well.
Can you say your address right now?
Yeah, I live at
Keep going.
Sorry,
Am I going to have to bleep that out? Because that's actually Neil's address.
Fuck you.
No, actually, I live at...
Aw. What's the postcode?
Well, that's
Zip
not
code,
where
sorry.
I live, so
That's
that's
JJ's
fine.
address.
You got the
Oh,
wrong
no.
number.
The wrong number. It's 14, isn't it?
No.
Just said-
Nobody knows the town, and I will bleep it out. I'm
It's
sorry.
Russington.
JJ doesn't live in
Littlehampton,
Russington.
sorry.
I'm not an old person.
Littlehampton, everyone.
I'm actually going to have to edit this out, for
The
fuck's
postcode
sake.
probably begins with BN. It probably begins with BN, the postcode.
I doubt it, actually.
Probably
no, a lot
does,
of the
actually.
Littlehampton does.
Really?
Probably
Yeah.
does.
All the way in Littlehampton, they're still using Brighton.
BN isn't Brighton.
BN is Brighton.
BN's Worthing.
BN is Brighton.
BN
That's
is
what the
Worthing.
BN stands for, though.
BN. BN.
The BN stands for Brighton. That's why when I lived up in Storrington, my postcode was RH because it was
So why don't Worthing use it?
Red Hill or something. Because Worthing is the nearest city is Brighton.
Oh, East Sussex districts of Lewis, Eastbourne, Weldon, and the West Sussex districts of Adder, Arran, Horsham, Mid Sussex, and Worthing.
There you go. You pleb.
Can I message you the dates?
Message him on Facebook now if you want. So, for the next week, let's talk about games coming out. Dogs of War Online. Do you guys know that?
Dogs of War. That game includes dogs, doesn't it? Not rabbits.
No idea. Pokemon Bank. Do you know that?
Pokemon
I think,
Bank.
yeah, your postcode's BN17, JJ.
Thanks, Neil. I forgot.
Isn't the
And now I
Pokemon
remember.
Bank just an online service where you can put your
It-
Pokemon away?
It says it's on 3DS, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
bank.
like you.
It's the bank, the
It's
general
like
bank.
an online service where you put your Pokemon away so that in future generations you can access them without having to do all that trading stuff.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
But it went down because server overload.
I can imagine.
They have interest, though. There's like a 10% interest fee in the bank.
Shut up, Neil.
Sorry.
Sid Meier's Civilization 5, the complete edition.
Cheers, JJ, for that message.
Oh wait, that's the wrong thing. That's me going to New York. Hang on.
Oh, I'll meet you in New York then.
The Wolf
Okay.
Among Us on all platforms, all major platforms. Well, all major Xbox 360, PS3, and PC, not next gen, or current gen. Shut up, Michael.
Shut up, Michael.
Shut up.
Toad Rider.
A bad news, everyone.
God, this is... You
What?
guys are just not...
Ultimate Gay Fighter still isn't out.
Oh no.
One
know.
day. The Lego Movie video game is out on Friday, though.
I really want to see the movie. It's out on Valentine's
Oh,
Day.
I want
but
to watch
Anna
the trailer
won't-
in a minute.
Anna's not going to let me go see it on Valentine's Day. There is a really like boring lovey-dovey film that we're probably going to have to go and watch.
What movie?
I hate my life. JK. I don't know. I just saw a trailer and she's like, "That's what we should go and see on Valentine's Day."
Why does she sound like the only gay in the village?
Have you guys
The
seen
Last
the
of Us
Volvo
DLC
advert?
also comes out on Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah, there you go. What do you need a
Have
movie?
you seen the Volvo truck advert? Anyone in here?
Yes, long time ago.
What about you, Afro Joe?
Have I seen what?
The Volvo truck advert with Van Damme in it.
No.
Well, it's very good.
Right,
It's,
well, I'll watch that after the show.
we just give the audience the
New Borderlands 2 DLC
Borderlands 2.
coming out on Tuesday next week.
What did we talk about last week about Borderlands?
I've got it.
Point and click adventure game.
Oh right.
I think is what we mentioned. And that's it. There's nothing else to talk about on the podcast. This week's podcast has been a bit boring because of JJ and Neil are fucking assholes.
That's the end of the Afro Jow Show.
That's the end of the Afro Jow Chow show. It was me trying to add Hewlett, but it just didn't work.
Ciao.
Ciao for now from the Afro Jow Show.
Is it Afro?
Oh.
I think it's just because it's Jow, so he says Afro instead of Afro.
I thought it was Afro Joe.
Well, it is, but I have to be unique somehow.
There we go. That about does it for us over here at the Hewman Show. And on that bombshell,
Oh, hold on. House of Cards soon.
yes, we'll talk about that next week because next week we'll be recording about 2 days before it comes out, so we can talk about it in depth then. Okay.
To make this podcast even worse, I'd like to announce now, but I haven't got
He's retiring.
any new music to pay out, so it'll be similar music. Well, it'll be the same music as we've had on before, but I don't know which week, so that'll mix
Oh
it
no,
up
I've
a
got a
little
song
bit.
for you. I've got a song for you.
Can you play
There
it
you
on
go.
your...
Do you have the soundboard plugin?
I've got some what do I call it?
I don't know what whatchamacallit is.
This is amazing.
You might need like a stereo mix so you can
Stereo
just
mix,
make
that's the one.
yeah. Use stereo mix.
I'll use that.
Sorry?
Shall I use that one, yeah?
Yeah, use stereo mix. Is it royalty free music?
Oh, probably not.
Then don't use it.
Can't play
This
it
show
then.
needs more Kevin.
This show needs more Kevin. JJ, just play us out with something, would you? Thank you very much for listening. You find the podcast on iTunes. This is a Crazy Pianist song that JJ's found. You can find it on the name on hewlett.net and in the YouTube description. Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you next week.